Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Life Well Lived by Amabala Stephen. It's an engaging and enlightening talk show on life, relationships, and the business of life. Grab a cup of juice and just chill.
Okay, good to have you on the show once again. This is your host, Amabala Stephen, on Life Well Lived by Amabala Stephen. The show focuses on self-improvement and personal development topics with the location of expert and professionals who are adept in the topics of personal development and self-improvement. It's been great and amazing having these experts grace this show to share disruptive mindset conversations on topics under personal development and self-improvement. And now it gives me such honor to have Brandon Leibowitz on the show with me. Now, Brandon Leibowitz is an SEO specialist and digital marketing expert. Welcome to the show, Brandon Leibowitz.
Thanks for having me on today.
Thanks for coming to the show. Now, I'm looking forward to an enlightening time with you on the show. Now, you'll be talking about digital marketing and all the goals we did, and I'm looking forward to a really great time indeed. So most business will need a website to stay competitive in the future. Now, Brandon, how valid is this assertion?
Sorry, what was that part?
The question is, most business will need a website to stay competitive, right, in the future. So I'd like you to tell me, how valid is this assertion?
Yeah, no, everyone should need a website. If you don't have a website, your competitors are going to have one, and they're going to be getting that visibility and exposure. So, but a website, you own it, so it's yours. You get full control of everything, and that is where you get to put your message to the world and share it with everybody.
But really, Brandon, having a website or building a website is rather expensive for most business owners. Do you think that all the options they can look up to?
It's not that expensive. They could do it themselves. They could throw like WordPress, Shopify, Wix, Squarespace, get a template for $60 and have a website, have hosting from like GoDaddy for $5, $10 a month, and be up and running and have full control. And that's their website. They keep it forever. They get that visibility. They're not renting space off Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, which they don't own any of that stuff. So it's not as complicated. If they want to build a really, really nice website, it's not that expensive nowadays if they do it the cost-effective way. But it can be expensive if you just hire a web developer, but there are ways to go around it to spend less than $100, but you have to do a little bit yourself. Gotta have a little bit of a learning curve, but still, it doesn't take that long. And it's pretty easy nowadays with all these platforms, and you can watch a video on YouTube and learn how to build a website pretty quickly.
Oh, great. Now that's good to know. So what are some of the trends in digital marketing?
Everything is really just, I'd say mobile is the biggest trend nowadays. Everything is shifted towards mobile, and everyone has a cell phone, and that lets people connect. Whereas in the past, you needed a computer or a laptop, and those are expensive, and not everyone has access to it. Cell phones, people are just throwing old phones away. So anyone can get access to iPhone 5 or 6, and they're pretty much giving them away for free. So now people are able to connect and get online, and mobile is a big, big trend that is not slowing down anytime soon.
Right. Brandon, most business owners, especially startups, find it a bit challenging when it comes to posting on Facebook or Instagram or any other social media platforms. Right. They wanted to know the right time to post content, right? So going by your area of expertise, when is the appropriate time to post content?
The best time is when your audience is active. So every audience is going to be different. It depends on what product or service you're offering. Like if you're selling newborn care food, or like something for newborn children, those are your targeting parents. You want to probably hit them in the mornings before they drop their kids off to school, or maybe in the afternoon, maybe when they get some free time and they don't have the kids, or after work, maybe when they possibly have some free time. But it's all about testing, because you never know. Like maybe if you're a band or a sporting event, you're probably going to want to send your messages more on the weekends or like Thursday, Friday to let people know about what's going on the weekends, because that's usually when you'll be having events. So it's just really testing and just trying to take a step back, put yourself in the user's point of view and think, if you were looking for your product or service, when would you be active? Like put yourself, like try to figure out what demographic, what age group they're in, what location they're in geographically, because time zones matter if you're targeting locally, nationally, globally. And unfortunately, nowadays, it doesn't really matter because of the algorithms. A lot of these platforms have algorithms, so you could post and someone might not see that post for another 3 days. So in the past, when it was chronological, it was definitely more important to post at the right time. Like for email marketing, that's something where you send it off and it's going to send off at that hour. So with email marketing, you definitely want to time that one out a little bit more because there's no algorithm really for that now. I mean, who knows what might happen in the future, but for now, you send it off, everyone gets those messages. So like email, usually people say like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is a good time of the week because Mondays, people are kind of catching up on work. Fridays, people are kind of checking out, getting ready for the weekends. And also maybe in like the morning, afternoon is usually a little bit better. But again, it's not one size fits all. You got to test it out and see if that's really when your audience is active, because that's all that matters, is being in front of your audience when they're looking for your product or service or when they're active on those platforms.
Brandon, I'd like us to delve more into email marketing. Right. It's an in thing right now, especially in digital marketing, right? And getting the leads right to your business. I'd like you to talk more about the strategies that a business owner can employ, right, to gain leads to the business.
Yeah, you want to get email addresses somehow. You want to never buy them, but you want people to sign up, fill out a form on your website. You can give out something for free, but if you're just asking for email addresses, you're never going to get someone's email. You got to give something of value. So you got to figure out what a value you could give out: free class, ebook, a discount for people shopping with you, whatever it may be. But if you're just asking for an email, you're not going to get emails. You got to take a step back, pretend you're going to your website for the first time. And if it's just asking for an email address, why would you want to give that website your email address? Because people hold that personal and don't want to just give it out to anyone. So if they're giving you something for free, then you might say, all right, maybe I'll give you my email address. Even then, it's still tough. But if you offer some value, that's going to be the best.
Right. So we talk about posting in your earlier conversation. Now let's move to advertising, right? Talking about Google ads and also Facebook ads. It seems to be a big deal in this era of information. Now, some business owners are putting a lot of effort, right, in advertising on Google ads and also Facebook ads, but they have not seen the result. Is this something that they haven't doing right?
No, it means either they're not targeting properly, they're not setting the ads up properly, the landing page is not optimized for conversions, which is a big thing. Is just because you send people to your website doesn't mean your website's optimized to get them to convert and actually become a lead or a client. So it's not just set up ads and forget them. Set up ads, test them, test, and never stop testing. Push more money to what's working, pull money away from what's not working, and then test again and do the same thing and continuously test those ads, because there is no perfect ad. And you want to keep testing different platforms, different demographics, age groups, audiences, segments, as much as you can, creatives, text ads, banner ads, video ads. You want to try it all out to see what works best.
All right. Thank you, Brandon and Leibowitz, for your expertise and your insight on the show, talking about digital marketing. I would like us to talk about how we can gain or win customers' claims to our business. Now, going the lead engagement way, how can we win leads to the organization by followership? Is it automatic?
To get leads, to convert into clients?
That's right.
That's where you have to have the reviews, you have to build the trust of a person that you are knowledgeable, credible, know what you're talking about, or have a good product or service. But reviews really help out on your website. Having social proof, having a Facebook page or a page or social media pages where they could engage with you, ask you questions, read reviews, see status updates, things like that, because social is a really good way to build trust for people. Let them know there's a face behind the company and that they can actually trust you and buy from you safely, knowing that there's a team there. If you put a phone number on your website, have a contact form, because I see websites that don't even have that stuff. And why would somebody want to buy from you if you don't have a phone number or an about us or a contact us page or terms of service and privacy policy and all the basic stuff that a normal website to Google would have should also be there for people to be able to get them to trust you. Because if you don't have those types of pages, why would somebody believe you are who you say you are? Because there's tons of other websites that are selling similar products and services that might have that information. And if you don't have that stuff there, it's going to be tough for people to want to buy or trust you. So make it easy, make it load quickly, make it look good on mobile, just make it as easy as possible for people to purchase. That's the number one thing, or contact you, whatever that conversion goal is.
Right. Now, I would like you to just run quickly some of the pages that are very important for us to insert on our website.
Yep, you got to have an about us page, contact us page. Those are really the most important. If you don't have a contact us page, that's gonna be really tough. Like, why would somebody want to contact or buy from you if there's no contact us page, there's no phone number, there's no email address, things like that. But an about us page is good as well. It shows like the history about who you are. You can have like privacy policy, terms of service, things like that. But got to have a contact page. So very important. Or have a phone number and email address easy for people to find. Even if it's a secondary phone number, you could use like Google Voice or Grasshopper or something else to get another free phone number. But you got to put something up there, because if not, why would somebody want to buy off you? Because there's no phone number, and if something goes wrong, how are they going to get a hold of you?
Right. Right. So I'd like you to share some top social media sites that can help the business owner grow their business.
Well, the most popular ones are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn, TikTok, but it's all about just knowing who your audience is and jumping on those platforms. You don't need to be on everything. You just need to be where your audience is at. That's the number one thing with social, is don't be everywhere. Try to kind of take a step back. Think about, if you were looking for your product or service, where would you go? Would you be on Instagram? Would you be on Twitter? Would you be on LinkedIn? Would you be on Pinterest? Where would you be going? Because that's going to help you out. Like for an SEO company like myself, not many people are probably going to be going on Instagram looking for SEO. Some people might, but most people would probably be on LinkedIn, Twitter, but most people are probably going to go on Google to look for me, or Yelp or something like that. So that's where you just got to figure out where people are going to be. Like, are people going to go looking on Facebook for a dentist? Some people might, but most people probably aren't going to go on there. So you just got to take a step back and try to think, where would you be going to look for your services or your products?
Brendan, your company SEO optimizers help small size companies get ranked at the top of Google by using search engine optimization tactics, right? Tell me more about it.
Yeah, search engine optimization is getting people ranked on Google so they don't have to spend money on ads. So when you search on Google, there's ads at the top. Those are all paid ads. Every time you click on it, they're paying Google per click. But right below the ads, it's free listings or organic listings. So try to get websites in that free traffic so they don't have to spend money on paid ads with Google.
Right, good to know. Any projects you'd like to share with my audience?
I'm just constantly tweaking and testing things out to see what works, because Google's constantly changing. So have a lot of stuff going on with SEO and just try to find new strategies that work to get that traffic going.
Right. Brandon, do you have any projects you're looking forward to executing in the near future you'd like to share with my audience?
Just really helping out a bunch of businesses, bunch of different ones. The main projects are just testing SEO strategies out, seeing what's working now versus what worked in the past or did not work in the past, because Google's changing every single day. So too many projects going on, constantly testing and trying new strategies out and just trying to figure new ways to get that visibility.
Right. We'd like to have your social media and design your website.
Yeah, so for everyone that wants to learn more, I created a special gift for them on my website. If they go to seooptimizers.com, that's seooptimizers.com/gift. They can find that gift there along with my contact information. And I've done a bunch of free classes over the years. I put them up for free. So if they want to learn more about digital, SEO, social media, paid ads, all those things, I've put up a ton of free resources. And also if they want a free website analysis, they could sign up, and I'm happy to check out their website from an SEO point of view, let them know what's working, what's not working, and they can book some time on my calendar for free there.
Right. Thank you for that information, Brandon. We're really running over to the site right now. Thank you once again for your time. Really had a great show with you, Brandon. I can only wish you the best of luck once again in all your future endeavors, right?
Thank you for having me on today.
All right. Thank you once again. If you'd like to catch up any missed episodes of Leibowitz by Marvelous TV, you can do so on any cross-promotion platforms or podcast distribution platforms you bump into online, and do have a great time. And if you'd like to be a guest on Leibowitz by Marvelous TV, sharing disruptive mindset conversations on personal development and self-improvement, you can connect with me on my website, www.mobileastv.online, or perhaps send a mail to me on mobileastv.outlook.com. I'll be looking forward to your mail, looking forward to connecting with you. Come on, we can have a great show together. Till I come your way, be good. Talk to you soon.